Every neighborhood has one. A house where the curtains are always closed. A lawn that's just slightly different from the others. Not worse, not better. Just different. We moved to Crestwood Lane on a Tuesday in July, and I noticed it on day one. Not the house, exactly. The boy. The first night in a new place, you can't sleep. Everything sounds wrong. The wrong crickets, the wrong wind. Even the dark looks different. Then, the front door of number 14 opens. Eli steps out. He's wearing his hoodie despite the summer heat. He sits on his front steps, pulls out a battered paperback, and reads by the porch light. He was just there, like it was the most normal thing in the world to read outside at 11 at night. I asked my dad about him the next morning. "Hey Dad, who lives at number 14? Hmm? Oh, I think a kid and his mom. I tried to wave yesterday. Nobody came to the window. Nice garden though. He came out at night. What were you doing up at 11? Couldn't sleep. Go to bed at 11. Nobody on the street seemed to find it strange, which meant they all already knew. On Crestwood Lane, the boy at number 14 just didn't come out during the day. That was just how it was. I started paying attention, because that's the thing about moving to a new place. You have no friends yet, so you notice things. Night 1, Eli reads on the steps, turns the last page of the book, sits still for a long time. Night 2, Eli is in the garden with a small flashlight, tending to plants. He moves carefully, like he knows each one by name. Night 3, Eli sits in the garden and just looks up at the sky for 45 minutes. Not doing anything, just watching. Night 4, Eli draws in a sketchbook balanced on his knee, using only the porch light. He wasn't sad. I want you to understand that. He didn't look lonely. He looked like someone who had found exactly what they needed, and what they needed was the night. But I was lonely, and I had a very stupid idea. I tried the normal things first. Walking slowly past his house, sitting on our porch in the afternoon. Completely normal, non-weird behavior. I decided that if he only came out at night, I would just have to be outside at night. I want to be very clear that I told myself this was a neutral scientific observation and not at all strange behavior. She sneaks downstairs, past her dad asleep on the couch with the TV on, and slips out the front door. The street at night. It is beautiful in a quiet, unsettling way. Street lamps cast soft orange pools. The first thing I noticed was the smell. His garden. I don't know what the flowers were, but at night they smell like something your grandmother keeps in a drawer, old and sweet, and not from now. Eli is on the steps with his sketchbook. He hasn't looked up yet. Mara is standing on her porch, trying to look casual. She is extremely not casual. Eli turns a page. Then, without looking up, "You can sit down, you know. You've been standing there for 4 minutes. I wasn't. You were watching me. From your window. 4 or 5 nights." Long pause. Mara's face, mortified. "That is not how it sounds." "How does it sound?" "Okay, it's a little how it sounds." "I'm Eli. Mara. We just moved in." "I know. The truck was very loud. Sorry about that." "Don't be. It was the most interesting thing that happened on this street in 3 months." He told me about the garden first. That was the thing he was most willing to talk about. "My mom planted the moonflowers when I was 4. She works nights. Has since I was little. I grew up keeping her schedule." "So you just never had to be up during the day?" "I do homework in the afternoon. I just don't really go out then." "Doesn't that feel weird? Doesn't the day feel weird to you?" "No. Everything moves so fast during the day. People want things from you constantly. At night, nobody wants anything. You can just be somewhere." I didn't say anything for a while. I was thinking about it. I thought about it for a long time. Night 8. Mara crosses the street for the first time. She sits on the bottom step of Eli's porch. This feels like a big deal. "What do you draw?" "The garden mostly. And things I see at night that nobody else sees." "Like what?" He tilts the sketchbook. She looks. Detailed drawings. The street at 3 a.m. from his window. A raccoon family crossing under a street lamp. The moon in different phases. Mrs. Petrov 2 houses down dancing alone in her living room at midnight through an unshaded window. "Wait, is that Mrs. Petrov? She dances every night at 12:30. Always the same song, I think." She mouths the words. "That's kind of beautiful." "Yeah." Mara turns to another page. A drawing of Mara's window, with a small figure visible in it. "Is that me? I draw what I see. You could have led with that, you know. When I was watching you. Just to say you were watching me back." "I know. So why didn't you?" Most people who watch from windows don't actually want to come outside. August, 3 weeks in. And then you remember, school. The thing that will pull you back into a daytime life with an alarm clock and a bus schedule and zero time for a night garden. I had been going out every night for 3 weeks. My dad had noticed. I could tell from how he pretended not to notice, which is a very specific thing parents do. But school meant 7 a.m., which meant 10 p.m. bedtime, which meant losing the only friend I'd made all summer. School starts in 2 weeks. I know. I'm going to have to sleep like a normal person. Yeah? How do you do it? School, I mean. When does that happen for you? I do online school. Set my own schedule. My mom talked to the district when I was 9. That's allowed. My mom is very persuasive when she hasn't slept. Mara laughs. Actually laughs. The first time we've heard her really laugh. Eli looks pleased with himself. I don't want to not come out here anymore. Weekends. Yeah? I'm not going anywhere. The night before school. 11 p.m. Both of them are in the garden. A rare thing. Eli has come to her side of the street. They're lying in the grass of her front yard, looking up. What's the best thing you've ever seen out here? At night, I mean. One time, at 2 a.m., every cat on the street came out at the same time. 14 cats. Just sat in the road and looked at each other. Didn't fight, didn't meow. Just sat there for 9 minutes, and then all went home. What were they doing? I don't know, but I think they were having a meeting. I'm glad I moved here. Me too. They're quiet. Stars. Garden smell. Street lamps making small orange worlds on the pavement. The thing about the night is that it doesn't last. That's the whole deal. It's a gift with an expiration. The sun comes up whether you're ready or not. Everyone on Crestwood Lane knows that the boy at number 14 only comes out at night. They know, and they don't ask why, because there are some things a neighborhood just absorbs. But I know something they don't. I know what he draws in that sketchbook at midnight. I know what his garden smells like when everything is open. I know that 14 cats had a meeting once, and he still doesn't know what it was about. He left it sometime before dawn, because he was still awake, because he keeps the night schedule. Some people are built for the day. Some people are built for the night. And some people, if they're lucky, find someone worth staying up for.